wish has come true. You predicted Spain, and so has it been. Well, how did you see this one, Drama?
Reggie, you owe me $300, by the way.
I'm not a gambler.
Oh, so I'm not the gambler. I told you people they don't have what it takes. You cannot be playing haram football. You just be moving from one group to the other because of luck. They thought they were going to get away.
Transit TV, the final of the Euro 2020 just concluded. What a game. If you are a football fan, if you are a neutral, you would have been treated to a very, very sumptuous game this afternoon for us here in the United States, of course. Night over there in Berlin, Germany. Spain, in fact, nothing new. These two teams played exactly the way they have played all through the tournament. Spain put pressure early enough on England, but somehow the game ended 0-0 first and second half. Obviously, the light came on. Spain now have become the first team to win the Euros 4 times. And England, on the other hand, on the reverse situation, have now lost the finals successively. They lost to Italy 4 years ago. Again today, they lost to Spain. And one thing you can say about this tournament, about this one, is that the best team in this tournament won this trophy. And it's a tournament as well that has seen the good teams trust on the youthful side. These two teams today that played the finals had a lot of youths in this one, not just playing part in the tournament, but starters in the game. About could be Meno, Yamin Lamau, Nico Williams, Foden, Saka, so many young players out there today, and this has been the story of the tournament so far. And like I said, if you're in neutral, it didn't matter who won this one. It was just football at its best. My brother, you are welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. Yes, you rightly said it. It was a really, really good display of top-level football. Embodying what the whole tournament showed. This Euro 2024, for me, is one of the best tournaments I've seen ever since I started watching football. I don't think there was any game that I would classify as bad in all competition. And then the final was very cagey in the first half. Second half, things opened up. It was thrilling to watch both sides go at each other. Like you said, youth played a prominent role with some generational talents showing what they can do for each side. So Spain, I agree with you, remains the best team of the tournament, and they proved it again today in the finals.
Yes, one interesting thing, I know we have said this so many times as we kept Choma, you are welcome to the show. I know you said it, I know you didn't want England to win by any drop of imagination. And wish has come true. You predicted Spain, and so has it been. Well, how did you see this one, Choma?
Reggie, you owe me $300, by the way.
I'm not a gambler.
Oh, so I'm not the gambler. I told you people they don't have what it takes. You cannot be playing haram football. You just be moving from one group to the other because of luck. They thought they were going to get away with it. First 20 minutes of this game, did you see what Spain did to them?
Yeah. Of course, like we have already said, Spain is the best team in the tournament. But when it comes to football, sometimes it doesn't always end that way. So England did what they have been doing all tournament that got into the finals. Spain did what they have been doing all through the tournament that got into the finals as well. And it was crazy. I mean, about 5 minutes, end of 90 minutes, anything could have happened. If that goal didn't go in, probably go to extra time. And if Spain has scored, they wouldn't have much chance to come in. But the thing is, let's look at the game, in practice and how the game played out. And both coaches, for me, the highlight for me for Spain was that we have said this before about the Spanish national team coach. The man uses every member of his squad. For a game of this magnitude, he made his changes early. For even, for a fan watching the game, you'll be wondering what's this for. Bringing in Nacho when he brought him in, I didn't know what that was for, but he made sure that. And what I was thinking, what I could get from it was he kept the players fresh. At every time, no time we have Spanish players worn out. So that's one thing I picked up from the Spain national team today. Other than that, Lamar was a little bit more of the quieter one today between Nico Williams. Nico Williams was, in fact, grabbed this game, was covered the neck, and kept dragging Spain forward. At any time that he had, chance that he had, he kept moving forward. I don't know what, how do you look at these two players today? Do you agree with me? For me, Williams was more of the sparkling light for Spain today.
Yeah, I agree. He was busier, seemed more active of the two. But having said that, I thought Lamine was incredible. Whenever he had the ball.
Yeah, exactly. No doubt. No, I just mean between the two.
So, yes. Well, yeah, between the two, yes, he was more prominent, more active, but perhaps not. Anyway, yeah, and he got the assist, got the goal. Yeah, definitely. He was a standout player for Spain. And you made some very, very important points, one being the use of the squad. That's the difference between both coaches and both teams today. Having the courage to bring in Zubimendi once Rodri had an issue. Rodri being the kind of person he is, there's a chance that they could have just retained Rodri and just maybe patched him up, given him injections or something. That's what Southgate probably would have done. But this guy, the way he works, next man up, he trusted Zubimendi, brought him in. And like you said, when he brought in Nacho, I was also wondering what's going on here, because Noman had a solid game. So yeah, you're totally correct.
Yeah, that's what the highest level does for you. So I don't know, and like I mentioned, Nico Williams for me today was very, very, like we mentioned, prominent, very vibrant, and he dragged Spain in this one. I don't know who again was, of course, Rodri did what he normally does in the middle of the park, kept Spain, because like you rightly said, they put England under so much pressure. But one thing that you also give to England was, at certain times, all of a sudden from nowhere, they had chances to break in and do damage to Spain. But somehow, Rodri, again, today until he got injured, was just a rock in the middle of the park for Spain. You're on mute.
Sorry. I want to take our time again to celebrate Cucurella.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you.
I think he's one of the breakout footballers. Well, he's not supposed to be a breakout footballer, by the way, but for me, he just stood out in a special way in this tournament. And I don't know what it was, but whatever he has been doing, because I remember he had Brighton, Chelsea. I've never seen this shade of Cucurella before. He gave an assist. He's a defender. Did you see how everywhere that guy was? He actually made retrievals. He had enough time, although he and Saka were fighting. I don't know what they are fighting for. Like, I don't know what he was about.
Yeah, I expected that, because prior to the game, remember he was in the press conference, they asked him a question and he said it. So I knew there was going to be a fight between him and Saka today, because he said that he knew how to take care of Saka. And that he did really good today, though we're going to get to that when we talk about England. Yeah, I agree with you. Cucurella had a very, very solid tournament, and today again he's shown defensively and going forward he was very, very super for Spain, and that continually that side was an outlet for Spain. And this is what I was talking about in the end of this tournament when Trippier was playing left back for England. In the modern day football, fullbacks are outlets for teams. Sometimes, most of the times, one side is overloaded and you can switch over to the other side. If you don't have a player that can hold the width for you, obviously it's going to be a problem going forward. And that's what we saw Spain do, like you rightly mentioned, the Spain national team, the entire squad, they deserve to win this game, and they have just won it. Made sure that fans are entertained, and their coach shown again today that he trusts his players, that he is not scared to make substitutions. He was brave at it, didn't damn the consequences, and obviously got the result. Let's look at the English national team. Like you have said, this one saw them under very serious siege from the first minute of the game for almost 25 minutes. They couldn't just get out of their own half. Spain piled pressure upon pressure, pressure upon pressure on the English national team. And like in contrast to the Spanish national team, I don't know why Harry Kane just have to start. At some point, he just have to know that this is not working. Harry Kane, for me, labored the English team today because he could not put pressure on Spain defense. He could not open up for passes. He could not make runs in behind. He was just, walking around. I was looking at Bellingham. I was looking at Saka. I was looking at Foden. I saw these boys suffering because there was a whole lot of space for them to cover for Harry Kane, and it was just laborious for these boys in the first 25-30 minutes of the game. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I thought Harry Kane wasn't up to speed at all. Whether it's injury or whether it's age or whether it's formation, I don't know. But he wasn't up to speed. You could see the difference once he was substituted. That's one thing. I also thought Jude Bellingham was a bit overawed. We forget that these guys are just emerging. They are still very, very young. And that, I think Bellingham's level of experience and age showed today. All right. The game, he did not grab the game the way I expected him to. He tried to do a bit too much. Didn't keep it simple, tried to force things. And you saw how Spain took their time, did whatever they did fast. Quick release of the ball. This wasn't a game where you hold the ball for 3 seconds. Yeah. If you hold it for 3 seconds, you have 3 people right in front of you. Within 2 seconds, you're surrounded. So you watch the Cucurella, the Oyarzabal goal that Cucurella set up. First touch, before defenders could recover, that ball was right in front of Oyarzabal and his touch. So if Cucurella had taken a touch, no way you just got that chance. So it was a quick release game, efficiency type football game. And it wasn't for Harry Kane at all. He wasn't up to speed. There was a chance he got in the first half before he could adjust himself to shoot. Of course, he got blocked off. Yes. So, yeah, you're right.
I don't know if you agree with me on this one. Again, on Harry Kane and then Saka. Somebody was saying Saka had a poor game. Yeah, this was not the best of Saka's game. But my justification for that was somebody said that he kept going backward. All his passes were. I said, for me, there was nothing in front of him to work with. There was nobody making runs in front of him to drive the defense, for him to have space to drive. Then, again, sideways pass even, the distance between him and Harry Kane and the next English player was too wide. So he tried to go forward and there's no point. So he always went backward. So, and again, this support what Gu was saying, I don't know if it's formation, I don't know if it's Harry Kane not being up to speed with it. There was just too much. The gap between the players in front was too much. And for me, this also labeled Kobe Meno a lot, who for me I thought was very, very solid in this game as well for his age. I don't know if you agree with me. Did Saka have a poor game, or was it just affected by the way England was set up?
I think, first of all, let's just come together and agree that Harry Kane doesn't have any business in this tournament. Just like I think Foden is not a tournament player.
Yes.
I'm sorry, you can come for me, but I don't think Foden in Man City was the Foden in this tournament. I don't think Saka had a poor game. I think it was a formation. Jude Bellingham doesn't have any business in this tournament. They will come for me again, but that's the truth. He has been lagging from the word go. He's been lagging. So do we want to blame it on the formation? I don't know. But I felt that Southgate knew. In fact, I don't know. He did not just have any business with some of the players he came to play with, thereby making Saka work too hard, get stressed. They stressed Meno, of course. Saka kept making passes from his wing, but there was nobody to receive it. It's either Foden is late or he's falling down, or Bellingham cannot turn properly and receive the ball. So a lot of things happen.
For the most part, always on the floor.
And Harry Kane, I don't know, like he's not present.
If Harry Kane was gone, he can't cope in this tournament. And like you mentioned, once the Watkins came in, he strengthened that Spanish defense, and there was even one that, in fact, 2 times he almost got in behind. I know in losses and in defeat they are still heroes. I also want to mention some very, very solid warriors for the English national team today who really stood out in the time of adversity. If England had gone to win this game today and won this trophy, I'm sure it's the person that scored the winning goal that people will think of. But for me, I was looking at Kyle Walker, I was looking at John Stones, I was looking at Gay, and I was looking at Declan Rice. Then you can add Kobe Mino to it. These guys, at the time that England was under serious siege, you could see that they were up for it, and they stood strong for the team from throughout that first 25 minutes. I don't know if you saw that, and that helped England to survive the first half, and eventually in the second half, we know what happened.
Yeah, I thought the centre backs were great, especially John Stones. Very, very solid player. Top class centre back. Yeah, he played really well. I thought Pickford was very sure-handed.
Yeah.
Quite an underrated goalkeeper. He was very good. I thought Declan Rice, yes, tried to plug the gaps in the midfield, tried to nick the ball quite a few times from the opponent and tried to advance it. Today he made more forward passes than he had made in the past. It was good. You rightly mentioned Menu. Menu was very, consistently reliable, always playing on the front foot, always looking to make things happen. So yes, these guys did well. I thought Palmer took his goal so well. That was a world-class goal by Palmer when he came in. So yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned it there, Choma. Our Arsenal affiliation, maybe some 6 months ago, 1 year ago, I was questioning why Pickford was England number 1 at Ramsdale supposed to be, but I was reflecting on this game as the game was going on. For me, I said, Pickford is English number 1, and there's no doubt about it, and he showed it in the tournament.
Of course. I mean, I've never had a doubt about Jordan Pickford. Like, if you hear me talk about him, I'm always very excited. I like his reflexes. I think they are fire. His reflexes, they are so on point. You want to score him on a good day, you have to get him really bad.
Yeah.
He sees you, he can tell. He moves like on both bars. His reflexes are great, like up, down. He's that kind of a goalkeeper. So I've never ever thought, Rami should be the person there. Rami is cool, but Pickford is class.
Yeah, no, the guy is cool. Yeah, this new philosophy of ball to feet for keepers, it sometimes can confuse somebody. But I mean, all right, I was reflecting about it as the game was going. I said, no, there's no way. I was asking myself, these saves that Pickford have made, would Ramsdale have made these saves? Yeah, maybe out of 5, maybe 3. There is no way the other 2 or 3 out of those 5 wouldn't have gone in if it wasn't Pickford. He had a very fantastic and solid tournament, and I believe if there's going to be a tournament, the team of the tournament, he should be the goalkeeper. I mean, he was solid for England. And so if you watch England today, I know I already said it, but what next for England? Southgate gone. Who do you think is going to come in or should come in?
Seaman.
Seaman is not a coach.
I saw Seaman today. He was looking good.
He was in the stands giving fist help and stuff like that. But I mean, everyone thought he was going to come home. When England came back, I thought they were going to do what they have been doing. But Spain was just too strong for them. Yeah, for me, I think this is the end of the journey for Southgate. And again, we're going to take some seconds or minutes to recognize what he has done for England. I mean, this guy consecutively has dragged England to quarterfinal, semi-final of major tournaments. This is his second finals of the Euros. Before he came, even the men talked about golden era for England. They didn't even see quarterfinals. Stephen Gerrard, John Terry, Frank Lampard, Michael Owen, all these players, when they are playing for England, they didn't get to this stage. Southgate said what you want to say against him, say what you say about him. He has taken these young players from the beginning. He came from the youth side, I'm thinking about 21 for England, and became the senior national team coach. So he came into this national team from the beginning. He has always trusted young players. He has given these young players a chance. Unfortunately, he has not managed to win a trophy for the national team, but I think he is leaving England way better than the way he made the national team when he came in. And he should.
May I ask? They already said he's staying. You know that they already said he's staying to the World Cup.
Oh, wow.
They said it before this game. Yeah.